Let me tell you something, baby. That was a very terrible, cringy impression of Dusty Rhodes versus superstar Billy Graham. There's going to be a link down below in the description box. This actually came out yesterday on IGN, and this is why I cover this, and other people like Assemble and BDE and all that do this too, because through sharing is caring. Let's just get into it. And what's really cool is the fact that, quite simply put, we get to see a full match. I think it's a full match with the ref. This is not on WWE 2K's freaking YouTube channel. So if you go there, you wouldn't even know that this gameplay or others are out there. So you kind of have to go look around, up, up, down, down. You really got to look through the internet to find it. The main thing that I'm looking for, and I've got the volume so that you could still hear some volume here. The main thing I'm actually looking for that I haven't seen before, I'm seeing this for the first time, is how is a match with the referee in the ring? Because we all know how goosey they were in 2K24. Oh, see, still with the odd running. They don't look too natural, but at least it looks like they're not getting in the way. Before they were acting, like I said, like they were high on meth or had just taken some bath salts or some shit. And that was really frustrating, and that's when I was like, you know what? I may have to end up just doing ambulance matches just to get rid of the referee. So this is basically what I'm looking for here. It looks like the ref is just getting out of the way, comes in when he's needed. Because they did make some improvements to the ref in 2K23 several months into the game, where they calmed him down. It was either that or they were just naturally cleansed of the pollutants that they had put into their body. So that's essentially like the main thing I'm focusing on. It's more than just the actual action. It's how are the moves connecting? Is there any weird awkwardness? We got hooked up in the ropes again. That's a very common thing for the physics. I think until they actually go to a new game engine, drop all the last gen peasants. I know it sounds rude, but come on, man. We're going slowly on like halfway through the console life of the current gen, PS5 and Xbox Series X. It's time to let go. I'm just being real. I got nothing against people that are still playing on those consoles. But I think, honestly, it is holding it back, and I can kind of give you maybe one main reason why I say that. Think about it. Right now, the PS5 version of most games do look a little bit better than the PS4 versions of the game, but it's not like night and day, right? And what happens is to get that real, like, next gen, notice how I do this, because it's really current gen now. To get that next level in physics, in graphics, just everything, collision detection, just everything. You really need to not be having two titles that are going back and forth year to year. Like PS4, PS5, Xbox One. Yeah, that is a full match. Xbox One. Let me just kind of ramble on here for a minute. I'll do my little thunderstorm here. I kind of feel like I got to get this off my chest. All right. You know what? I'm actually just going to play it again, but I'm going to mute it this time. So because I find it's like God of War, the newer God of War that just came out. I forget what it's called. Ragnarok. I got something in my eye. The PS4 version, the PS5 version, there's not like a huge difference between them, truthfully. But if you had dropped last gen and just focused, they could have better made an actual evolutionary jump in the titles that they're creating. I could be wrong, honestly, but I truly feel that there is a little bit of holdback. This generation of PS5, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series X, I feel like, to be honest, it's not that big of a jump compared to like PS2 to PS3. I felt like that was a pretty big leap. PS3 to PS4 was nice-ish. I feel like of all the PlayStations and Xboxes, and again, I could be wrong. I really could. But from my quick observation, this is the smallest incremental noticeable leap in a generation. And I think a lot of that has to do because we keep catering to the passe compose last-gen peasants. I'm going heel. I'm pulling a rock. I'm doing it. Anyways, I think this looks great. Truthfully, I could nitpick, bitch, moan, whine, and complain. I'm not going to do that. This actually looks pretty solid. Looks a lot like 2K23, but it truthfully does to me, and I'm not a shill. I'm not paid by Visual Concepts. I'm not paid by anybody. The hair, the ref, reversals working. What I believe is some noticeable quality of life improvements. I truly feel like this is a decent step up. It's not a gigantic leap. I don't think it's a gigantic leap, but I think it's enough of a leap to be like, you know what? If you're a wrestling fan, you're only buying a couple of games a year, and this is your jam, I would say go for it. If you're a casual, I probably wouldn't bother. I'd probably wait to get the Bad Bunny edition of 2K23 on sale. Not like it's a terrible game. I still play it. Save yourself some money, but for somebody like me that's writing on this for my channel, All Things Wrestling, I'd be getting it regardless of whether or not I was on YouTube, to be honest with you. I'm a big enough of a fan that I'm like, with like the FIFA soccers, even though it's not called FIFA, I don't care. I'm calling it FIFA. The Madden footballs, the MLB, the shows, the NBA 2Ks, the NHLs, all the sports games. There's small incremental updates from year to year that end up shaping to be fairly noticeable when you look back half a decade. I enjoy those little changes that they make. They're not worth it, but I still do it because I can justify the price. I somehow rambled so much we were able to watch this twice. Once with the actual commentary and me flapping my gums 100 miles an hour, and then with a little bit of a storm. Oh, look at the ref even going through the road. Oh, that's a nice little piece of detail. And he's like, "Get your ass back in that ring, boy." I'm a little hyper. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm excited. I really am. Truthfully, I'm really hyper. I am hyper. I'm hyped. That's the word. I'm hyped. I don't know what else to say. See, I'm starting to lisp like Dusty there. I think I'm just going to end the video here. You get the point. This is out. There's a link down below. I recommend you watch it on your own. You can start paying attention to like very specific pieces of detail. Like I said, this one for me was a huge, huge one. Predominantly because I myself had not seen a match with the ref. Right? It's all been about the ambulance and the backstage and all this shit. This actually builds more confidence in the product. Reversals working. Janky animations not seemingly appearing to be there. Refs, they're off the drugs. All those things, like I said, are shaping up to be quite a decent game. I'm still going to go as far as being rude and calling it 2K23.5. Though, honestly. That's not really an insult. It's not a compliment. It's just my observation. Either which way, I'm diving in like real hard. So, you can expect some videos from me and the likes of Small Afro, BDE, Assemble, Chris Danger, Dank Ops, Chris Dank Ops. Trust me, if you're watching me, you must know all those boys because they're huge. And then there's a girl. I don't really know her though. She's on Twitter. Her name's Daphne, I believe. They're all a part of that community and they're quite popular. Don't go check them out too much then because you'll probably forget about little old me here. But yeah, they're going to be pumping out some videos. I am as well, naturally. Going to try to cover the basics, how the game feels. just overall, and I'm going to start attacking again all of those nuances that 2K23 had. Try to replicate them in this game to see what's been eliminated. Are pin sliders working? Do we still have to edit our match to get them to work? Things like that. Making sure that the refs are still laying off the drugs. They're staying clean. They're going straight edge. They're a part of CM Punk's straight edge society. Gonna make sure that physics as a whole are pretty decent. Just all those things across the board. Does the rivalry system revert your match to a one-on-one normal? All those kinds of things. Do weird things happen where you change an attire of your preferred superstar and the entrance just doesn't work? Does Hulk Hogan's mustache just randomly fall off? You know, things like that that are important. You know, does he keep it in his pocket? I don't know. I don't even want to know how long this video is. It was supposed to be 5 minutes, 4 minutes. It's almost on 12 minutes. Thumbs up if you liked the video. It does greatly help support that channel with the algorithm. You didn't like it, a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, exactly. You know what's up. And if not, oh, he's putting up the ones. He's acknowledging Roman Reigns. If not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe I will see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.